Hello everyone. So today's video is super exciting. Well, it is for me anyway. We are swapping my screen time for reading time. So if you haven't seen this video floating around, I've seen it floating around on so many people's TikToks, YouTubes, all of that. It's where you go in and you see how much time you're spending on your phone each day for a week, and you swap that time for reading instead of being on your phone. So that's what today's video is. So grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get right into it. Okay, so I am starting this quite late in the afternoon, and to be honest, I'm not going to be starting it right now either, just because I know that I've only got like an hour and a half to do. So I will quickly screen record this so that you guys can see it. So this is my screen time, and this is last week from the Monday the 25th through to Sunday the 31st. Now, as you guys can see, it says like Mirabella Genio 8 hours 20 minutes. Now, that is not actually me being on screen time. That is me sleeping with that app open because I have a 2.5-year-old and have a baby monitor. So we're going to be taking that out of it, and like, yeah, that's it. So if we take the 8 hours and 20 minutes out, so let's go 12 hours 32 minutes minus 8 hours 20, that leaves 4 hours and 12 minutes. So we're going to be doing about, we'll say 4 hours and 15 minutes is roughly what we're going to be doing. That's going to be the reading time today. As you guys can see, I spend most of my time on TikTok. Audible camera would be because I was filming my 24-hour reading challenge on Monday last week. I am currently I'm about to finish Saving 6 by Chloe Walsh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish that before I start actually reading anything for this particular vlog. And yeah, like I said, I've got a huge stack for my TBR for this month, and I'm super excited for it. I know the next book that I want to read because I'm super excited for it, and it's also the last one on my book bingo. I will come back in. I'm probably going to do a lot more of the check-ins on my phone just because I really don't like the quality of my other camera, and this camera is way too big for me to hold up, and I like the quality on my phone. What I'll probably end up doing is setting timers on my iPad instead of my phone so that I can, you know, check in on my phone, because I do have, yeah, I've got a clock on here, so I can set timers on here. So like I said, we're going to do 4 hours. I'll quickly set that now with you. We'll do 4 hours and 15 minutes just in case I've done it wrong. So yeah, I've got 4 hours and 15 minutes timed on here now, but there's some other stuff that I want to do first before I get into actually filming this video. Also, we're going to be going for like day for day. So like Monday, we're only doing it for 5 days. I'm not doing the weekend. I have people home on the weekend and hate filming with people at home. So we're just going to do the Monday to Friday, not doing the weekend. Like I said, I'm going to go eat. Let's go get started. Okay, so I have finished Saving 6 and I've decided that I want to read Redeeming 6, and I don't want to put this video off. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to do the timer for this, but I'm just not going to update you guys on the book like I usually would. And I'm going to save that for my like reading Boys of Tommen. I have about an hour, just under an hour, until I have to go pick up the child. And what I'm going to do is set the timer on my iPad because, like I said to you guys earlier, I want to be able to film these videos on my phone because I just like the quality on my phone a lot better. So I'll spin the camera around so you can see me start the timer. We've got 4 hours and 15 minutes. I'm gonna go start. 4 hours and 15 minutes on the clock. Like I said, I'm just going to read Redeeming 6 by Chloe Walsh. It's 4 o'clock. If I was to read straight through, I'd be reading till like 8 o'clock. I will probably have about an hour where I won't be able to read at all. So I'm thinking like 9:30, 10, I should be done this. I'm gonna put my little whimsical magical fairy forest thing on that I like to read to, and I'm going to read Redeeming 6. But like I said, you guys won't get like updates on how I'm feeling about the book because I don't want to spoil it for the reading vlog of like my Boys of Tommen reading vlog. So because I've already filmed three books for that one video, so I'm not going to ruin it. So I will try to fix it in post again, but like, sorry if you can hear the TV in the background. And I'm also about to boil a jug because I'm going to make myself either a tea or a Milo. I'm thinking a tea. I just wanted to say I forgot to pause the timer when I went to go pick up the child, but I did pause it when I got home, and like I've been stuffing around for about 10-15 minutes, so it's kind of made up for the time because I was only gone for maybe not even 10 minutes. But yeah, so the child is now home. So I'm going to make a cuppa and then I'm going to sit down and keep reading for a bit until I have to like cook dinner, organize dinner, all that sort of stuff, empty my dishwasher and do that. Just doing a very easy dinner tonight. I'm probably going to keep the timer going because I'm probably going to listen to an audiobook while I cook. So I don't know if that's really cheating or not because I'm technically including my Audible time because it's like kind of screen time, kind of not. So I don't know if that's cheating or not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. But I'm going to make this cuppa and then I'm going to keep reading for a bit until I've got to cook dinner. I am sitting back down and starting the timer again. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show you guys this, but starting the timer again and going to keep reading for a little bit. Sorry if you can hear the TV in the background. Just letting you guys know I've paused the timer because I'm about to cook dinner. It shouldn't take me too long. It'll probably maybe be paused for like an hour and it is currently like 6:15. So I should be able to start reading again at about 7:30, 8 o'clock and it's got 2 hours. So I should be able to read till 10 o'clock. That's easy as. But yeah, I'm going to peel some potatoes, get them boiling and then I've got to cook some sausages, cook some veg and some gravy and that's it. I'm really not that hungry, but my kiddo's hungry. So... and I don't know if I've got a pimple or what, but something's hurting my neck. But yeah, so timer is paused, probably going to be for, I'm saying till like 8 o'clock because I'll put my child to bed at about 8. So I won't be reading till about then, which is fine because I think it's got like 2.5 hours left. So as long as I'm going to bed at like 11, that's fine. I can manage. Although I have been up since 6, so I'm pretty fucking tired, but that's also fine. Sorry for the really awful lighting. I've just climbed into bed to read for a bit. I'm probably not going to finish this timer. It's got an hour and 37 minutes left. Honestly, I'm probably not going to finish that tonight. It's 9:40 already. We will see. But yeah, I highly doubt that I'm actually going to finish the timer today, which is fine. I don't mind as long as I've like, for the most part, swapped my screen time. So I'm going to read. I'm up to like chapter 19 of Redeeming 6 and I'm loving this. Although, can we just talk about the fact that this is definitely not YA? Like, I am reading some explicit sex scenes, so this is not YA. And on top of that, like, obviously the topics that they talk about in these books are also just not YA, but like, I'm actually reading like explicit sex scenes in this. Like, it's not at all YA. So I wouldn't be handing this to any high school student. They'd have to be 18 and over, 100%. And even then, like, some 18-year-olds wouldn't even be able to handle this. So what I'm saying is I will probably fall asleep before the timer. So if I don't check in tonight, I will check in tomorrow when we start the next one and let you know what time I stopped the timer at. As you guys just saw, I started the timer. I only have to do like 3 hours and 20 minutes, but I added the 6 minutes on from last night that I didn't do. And it is currently like 7 o'clock in the morning. And it's so cold. We're supposed to be in spring and it's cold. I'm going to continue reading Redeeming 6. And I'm going to be reading for a little bit this morning. And then I have like housework, uni work to do. So I'm going to pause it and then editing as well. And then I'll read tonight in bed as well. But if I can get it down to like an hour and a half for bedtime, that'd be really good. So that I can go to bed a little bit earlier because I definitely got stuck in the whole like, I'm just going to read one more chapter. I'm just going to read one more chapter. I didn't care about the timer. I just wanted to read one more chapter last night and then I was falling asleep while reading. So, but I'm going to read now. Also, I'm sorry that I haven't shown you like what my screen time looked like. People are still sleeping in my house. So I don't want to go like talk on the camera. So I'll jump on my big camera later and show you guys what my screen time looked like last week. So again, it was like 9 hours on my baby monitor app. So I've taken that out of the time. Hello everyone. So I have paused the timer for probably about like 20 minutes, half an hour, but I have been reading like all morning to the point where like I only have 8 minutes left on the timer. 8 minutes and 4 seconds left on the timer. I need to feed the child and also like the TV's on for him at the moment. He's watching Trolls. We love Trolls in this household. I'm going to go outside and read for a little bit. He's good in here watching Trolls, playing with his toys. He goes down for a nap soon. So I'm pretty much just going to read until he goes down for his nap in about half an hour or so. And then I have some uni work and stuff to do. So that's the plan. But I'm really enjoying this challenge of like swapping my screen time for reading time. I really love it. So, and I'm really loving this book too, mind you, but I'm not going to update you guys on this one because you guys know I'm doing my reading vlog of Boys of Tommen. So my timer just went off for today's amount of reading. However, I'm just going to keep reading until my kid gets up and goes to his dad's after his nap because I'm just really enjoying this book. But I do have to get some uni work done and probably edit a video this afternoon. So I'm going to be doing that this afternoon because I also have a dance class tonight. So I'm just going to keep reading until he goes. I have about an hour until he goes. And so yeah, I'm just going to keep reading for the next hour. I'm like halfway through this book and I'm absolutely loving it. I love this book. I love this series. It's just so good. So I'm just going to keep reading. But that's today's amount of reading done, which I'm super happy about. Okay, morning guys. It's actually like almost midday. However, I wanted to do this quick check-in to, let me rephrase. So it's Wednesday. We're continuing on with swapping screen time for reading time. However, today I don't think we're going to get as much done. I really need to edit a video. I also desperately, well, I've done it, but I needed to do some uni work, which I have done. Let me go to last week on Wednesday. It was a big, Thursday was the worst, but Wednesday still had a lot. So Wednesday was a total of 16 hours and 13 minutes, but 8 hours and 23 minutes of that was on my baby monitor app. So we have like 3 hours and 16 minutes on Snapchat, 2 hours and 33 minutes on TikTok, 31 minutes on the spin in the wheel, which was for filming a video. So I'm actually going to take that one out as well. 31 minutes in gallery, 14 minutes in YouTube, 12 minutes in my Google Drive. That was also for like social media work. So I'm going to take that out as well. Instagram, Chrome, Messenger, clock, camera, story park, and then that's it. So I'm essentially going to just do, yeah, like I said, so I'm going to take the baby monitor app out and the spin the wheel. So that's 8 hours, 23 minutes plus 31 minutes. So that's 8 hours and 54 minutes. And then I'm going to take the Google Drive out as well because that was for work. I know that was for work stuff. So take 12 minutes as well off of that. So it'll be 9 hours and 6 minutes. And that's it. So we're going to take 9 hours and 6 minutes away from the 16 hours and 13 minutes. So we're left with about 7 hours worth of reading. So that's still a lot. However, I think maybe I can get part of it done. I'm definitely not going to get all of it done. But yeah, I just wanted to do that quickly on here so I could show you guys quickly what, well, not show you guys what it looks like, but you know, just so that you guys know that I am looking at it. So yeah, we're going to read. I'm still reading Redeeming 6. So that one will probably get finished today, but I am going to take a break from my uni work and sit down and read for a couple of hours. So I'm going to quickly start the timer on my iPad because you guys know that I don't like the quality on this camera, and my big camera that I'm filming this on currently is way too big for me to like hold and carry around. So I won't do that. So I like to film like any sort of vlog style on my phone. Like I said, it's going to be about 7 hours. So I'm just going to go for 7 hours straight off the bat. You guys won't be able to see that. 7 hours on the clock. So we're going to go start 7 hours. So the rest of the footage now you'll see on my phone. But yeah, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to set myself a timer on my actual phone for 2 hours just to have a break from uni work. So I've got my own timer. So I'm only allowing myself to read for 2 hours at the moment because I do need to come and edit a video for tomorrow or Friday. And like I said, I've also got like lots of uni work to do because I've got 4 units that I am enrolled in this trimester. So things are gonna be really busy. So again, my videos might end up dropping down to 1 video a week, and I'm really sorry if that does happen, but uni's got to take the priority, and doing 4 units in a trimester is quite a lot. Like I'm gonna have anywhere between, I want to say like 8 to 16 assessments. So because there's minimum 2 assessments for every unit and some of them have 4. So that's why I'm gonna say like anywhere between 8 to 16 assessments that I'm gonna have to do this trimester. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go sit on the couch for a bit and read for 2 hours. And yeah, you'll be getting phone check-ins from now on. Okay, so just quickly before I go pick up my child, I have just finished Redeeming 6. Like I said in this video, I'm not going to give you guys updates on this because, like I said, I'm doing a reading vlog. Like I'm doing a reading Boys of Tommen reading Boys of Tommen for the first time reading vlog. So updates on thoughts on those books will be in that video. However, I ended up actually reading pretty much all day instead of stopping after 2 hours. So I think I have like an hour and 43 minutes left on the timer. And the next book I'm going to read is The Coven by Harper Woods. Now, this is like a witchy academia, like dark academia, I think. And I'm super excited for this. However, I do have to go pick up the child. So I'm not going to start this until I get back. And dinner's already on. So I can pretty much just read this. And it's a nice, like, short book. However, it is fantasy. So, you know, it will take me a little bit longer to read, but that's fine. It's 285 pages long. So far, swapping screen time for reading time has gone really well this week. I mean, there was only one day so far that, like, I didn't get all of it done. And I got it made up on the next day, so I'm really happy with that. So yeah, this is really fun to do as well, just like seeing like what my screen time was like. Tomorrow is a massive shift, like the time is huge tomorrow from what I saw in my like statistics. Let me do this so you guys don't have the reflection of that. This is the next book that I'm going to start in this video. And yeah, I don't really have like a goal in mind of how many books I want to get through. I just want to make sure I'm reading for as much time as possible and switching, you know, the screen time over. But so far, considering we're like 5 days into September, I'm pretty happy with the amount that I've read. Like I've read 2 books already. This will be 3 and I should finish this in a day or 2. So like I should have this one done by tomorrow at least. And like I've done extra reading as well. I'm just really enjoying reading at the moment. I think because I've had such a break from uni and I've not had to sit down at my computer all day every day. Like I've just been able to sort of like dive into reading, even though I did do some uni work today. Like I said, I've paused the timer for the time being because I'm going to go get my child. I'm going to play with him a little bit, do some stuff with him after daycare. I will check back in later when we start the timer back up and we finish the hour and 40 something minutes we've got. Okay, so I am back. I will try to fix it in post, but if I can't, I apologize for the sound in the background. Trolls is obviously on for my child because we love trolls, as you guys have heard me say numerous times in this video. I'm just going to quickly feed the dogs and then I'm about to start the timer again. So it's 1:43 and 55 seconds. So 1:44. Let me feed the dogs and then I'll come back and do this and we'll start reading The Coven. As I was saying, I'm about to start the timer and read for a little bit. I'll probably have about an hour that I can read for. Dinner will probably be ready around 7 and I got to put on some pasta and stuff as well. So we are going to, so difficult to do, start the timer. We're counting down. So yeah, I'm going to start The Coven and read that for a little bit. I don't even have a bookmark, but that's fine. I will get up and go get one later. But yeah, I'm going to start this book. I'm super excited for it. The writing's nice and big, which I love. Again, sorry for, you can see trolls. Sorry for the background noise. Again, I'll try and fix it in post. I've just paused the timer. We have like 57 minutes left, but I've got to go put some pasta on and like eat and get him fed, get the child fed. I've only read like 27 pages. I'm reading this really slow. I think it's just because of how much I have read over the past couple of days. Like I'm just struggling with it a little bit, but yeah, like we are moving through it, like because it's not a very big book at all. Honestly, I'll probably finish it tomorrow, but I'm just gonna go get a bookmark because I didn't even bring a bookmark up here. This is very interesting so far. There's a lot more to it than I thought, so it is like a fair bit complicated, which is fine. Like I can deal with like complicated fantasy, but it's definitely like a mix between like dark romance and fantasy. It's marketed as a dark paranormal romance, which I love. So yeah, love that, which actually fits really well with the prompt that I picked this for September. I think the prompt that I picked this one for was supernatural. I'm gonna put a bookmark in this. I'm gonna go put some pasta on for dinner and yeah. Morning everyone. Well, it's pretty much afternoon now. Sorry that you haven't had an actual check-in from me today. I literally have just been reading, but like people have been coming in and out of the house, so I always feel really awkward filming in front of people, but the child was down for a nap. I have literally just been reading all morning. I'm reading this book really slowly and I feel like it's because of the writing style in it. Like I'm not the biggest fan. Also, it's just harder to read with my child around anyway, but like I've only just started to like past halfway. We have 6 hours and 10 minutes left on the timer and I'm still just going to keep reading. My child goes to his dad's at like 2 today, at 2 today. And I realistically do also need to get some uni work done, but I'm feeling very tired today. Probably didn't help with the fact that like I was in the middle of a dream when I got woken up this morning. So I'm like really struggling to sort of just like wake up properly, even though I've been up since 6 o'clock. It's just one of those things for me. So yeah, still reading The Coven. by Harper. It's not a bad story. I do really like the concept of it. We do have like a lot of like secrets and stuff still at the moment that we haven't like gotten answers to, but it is very like, that's the main reason why I'm still reading it, is because like I want to know all the little things that we're hinting at. I want to know if my suspicions are right. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of like the writing style and the pacing of this book, if that makes sense. So yeah, we have to talk. Just hang on a second, let me set you guys up. Okay, so just pause the timer because I want to discuss. Okay, I think I've got about 3 hours left on the timer out of the 11 hours that I needed to do today. Now, considering I started this morning and I was like over a quarter of the way through and I've only just now finished it. So I've been reading for, if I've got 3 hours left, I've been reading for 8 hours and it's taken me 8 hours to get through that. Now, I fully understand that for me, fantasies generally tend to take me longer, but not that, no. That shouldn't have. I, like, this is like a 2-star, if that, maybe like a 1.5. Like, I would not recommend. We literally, like, there was pacing issues, there was, like, grammatical errors, there was writing issues, there was language issues. It was very complicated to read, but the storyline was, like, the plot was really boring. I found myself gripping to the romance and then the ending was shit. So, no. This is a solid no from me. And I'm really ashamed, like, I'm not ashamed, I'm upset that I wasted a full day reading this book. So, in saying that, we are going to pick the next book to read for this series. So I'm thinking I'm going to completely change pace again, and I think I'm going to go with a dark romance, even though I don't have a lot of romance left on the TBR, I suppose, because I've only got play along. But I think I'm going to go for a dark romance, and I'm actually going to do it on my Kindle instead of the physical that I have, even though I have the physical. I think I'm going to just get it on Kindle Unlimited because I know that it's available on Kindle Unlimited and I'm sick of holding a book. So I'm going to read it on Kindle Unlimited, I think. And what we're going to read is... I'm so sorry, I'm so tired. We're going to read... Yeah, I'm trying to decide between Never Lie and I Am Chameleon. Although I do suppose that the Coven was like a dark academia, so like maybe I need to go for something lighter because I have been reading really heavy stuff. But I really do want to get through this. Like, this book is really easy to read. I might see if I can find it on my phone to download it on the Kindle store, and I'll read it on my Kindle. So we've got I Am Chameleon by A Double. This is the second book in like this series. They're like interconnected standalone, so this follows a different pairing to the first book, which is Enter Chameleon. Really good book, the first one. Or we have Never Lie by Freda McFadden. I just read One by One by Freda McFadden, and I am excited to read this. This sounds super interesting. I feel like I'd read through this really quickly too. So I'm trying to decide which one to do. What I might do is I might quickly just jump on like the Kindle store on my phone and see if I can download it for the Kindle app. If I can do it that way, that's the way I'm going to do it. And then that means I'll read that one rather than Never Lie. So I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about the really awkward angle. I just have you guys like leant up again, like resting on some books and leaning against my other camera. But I did find it on Kindle Unlimited. I just had to go to like Amazon Prime and do it that way. So I think this is going to be the book that we read next. Yeah, I'm really salty about the Coven. I was super excited reading the back. It's the start of the series. I don't know when the next one comes out, but I don't think I'm going to like continue on with the series just because I really disliked the way that this one was written. I feel like I do like the fact of, you know, authors doing the first book as a setup book. I do like that because at least in that way, like, you know, but I also don't like, I want action-packed and lots of mystery in the first one, and then the second one is like, you know, you're setting up for the rest of the series and you're getting answers to the like, that's how I like it, because I feel like if the first book doesn't have that, you're more inclined to continue, and then obviously like more secrets and stuff come out. Whereas when it's like all answered in the first book and there's so much happening in the first book and like it's set up and then you get answers, like you don't get answers in the first book, but it's all set up and then you have to read it. I'm like, no, like give me something. So the Coven is book 1 in the Coven of Bones series, and it looks like the second one has come out already, and there's a third one coming out this year from what I can see. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to continue. Probably not, if I'm being completely honest. I really didn't enjoy that book. So for the Coven, which is the one that I just read, it's got an average of 3.73 star ratings out of 84,000 ratings. And then book 2 has got a 3.62 with 44,000 reviews. And then, yeah, the third one comes out this year, but I just don't think I'm going to continue with this series, if I'm being completely honest. Like, it's expected to be published on the 7th of October, and I really just don't think, I don't know, like, I just don't think this series is for me. I really didn't enjoy it. I think it had the potential to, like, go down a really good path, and, like, well, I think it had the potential to be a really great story, but I just think that the execution wasn't there, and that's really a shame. So that's the cover. Obviously, I just have like a standard basic Kindle. So yeah, I think that's going to be the next one that I read, just because I need to switch it up. I need to go back to my roots. I need like a difference. So yeah, dark romance is generally that for me. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired today. I don't actually know what's wrong with me. I actually need to run up to the shops really quickly, so I might do that before I get stuck into reading again. I will probably finish The Time today as well. I should have done some uni work, but when I realized how tired I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. Tomorrow, I don't know if we'll get The Timer finished, just because I do have a lot of uni work to get done tomorrow before next week, because I'm back on campus on Monday. So I still can't believe that I've like read for the amount that I have today. I'm really proud of myself, but yeah. Doing well with this challenge. We've done every day so far. Like the first day we just missed out on 6 minutes, and then I made that up the next day, so I'm pretty impressed with myself. Hello everyone. So I haven't done any more reading. That book really just kind of like pissed me off quite a lot. So I haven't done any more reading, and honestly I'm super tired that I'm probably going to end up going to sleep. I'm just about to make myself a Milo, so if you can hear the kettle in the background, I do apologize. I'll try and fix it in post. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to read, because like if you can't tell, like even if I look up into the light, I have bags, and I always have bags, but like there's certain days where they look really bad. Today's one of those days, and like I said, I'm just super tired, so I'm just going to have this hot Milo, and then probably go to bed myself. I've just put the child down to bed, so he should be asleep within like 20 minutes or so, hopefully. So that'll give me enough time to finish that, and then I'm going to go have a shower and climb into bed myself, because I am so tired today. So yeah, we're finishing the day with like 3 hours on the clock, on the timer, and I'm probably not going to add it to tomorrow's. So today's a fail, but I'm still happy, like, you know, we still read for like 8 hours, so that's okay. If I do read, then I read. If not, that's fine. I can pick up tomorrow. Yeah, I have no idea what tomorrow's looks like. I can't check because I'm obviously recording on my phone. I'm going to have a quick look now before I go to bed, so I just know what I'm in for tomorrow, because I do have to study a fair amount tomorrow as well. So yeah, also sorry that there hasn't been a lot of check-ins with the book today. I really just disliked it so much. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go, basically just do my nighttime routine and go to bed. So as I feared, no reading was done. I did briefly look at how much I had to read tomorrow, like how much time I had to get done tomorrow, and it's like, I think it was like 16 hours minus 9, so like about like 6.5, 7 hours is what I'm going to have to read tomorrow. I'm probably not going to get that done because I have so much uni work to do. I have an assessment to do, blah, blah, blah. So I'm about to go have a shower and go to bed. I'm so tired, so good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. So I totally realized that I didn't even check in with you guys on Friday. So I was supposed to do like 7 hours and something of reading on Friday, and I did none of it. I had so much uni work to get done. I thought my laptop was like dead. Turns out it was just the charger because I dropped it. So I didn't end up getting any reading done on Friday at all. I'm not even going to try to like make it up this week or like this weekend or anything like that, because I just need to get prepped for uni this week. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I'm so sorry that I didn't get that done like that day, and I'm sorry I didn't check in with you guys. It is Saturday, so I only missed it by a day, but yeah, things have just been really hectic the past like 24, 48 hours. So yeah, and like the one little break that I did have, I went to a dance class last night because I just needed that reset. You'll see like intro Justine for the outro, I suppose, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video nonetheless and enjoyed watching me do this. But we'll go through like a quick wrap up and stuff of all the books that I read this week. First things first, I want to apologize for how I look right now. It is like 7:30 in the morning and I had like 4 hours sleep, but I really wanted to get this filmed so I can finish editing, like get this into the video. Let's do a quick wrap up on the 2 books that I read in this vlog. So the first one we have is Redeeming Six by Chloe Wlash. I really did enjoy this book. I can't remember what I rated it. I think I ended up rating it like a 4.5 or a 4.75. You guys will see that in my reading wrap up. That'll probably be up before this video. But Redeeming Six by Chloe Wlash, I'm still surprised as like how quickly I've moved through this entire series. Like I've only got one book left in this series. I'm super excited to finish it off. So also make sure you keep an eye out for my Reading Boys of Tommen vlog. That's coming very, very soon because like I said, I've only got releasing 10 left to read. So that was the first book that we read in this vlog and really loved it. Also, this specific duet is very much not YA, especially this book. This has some very explicit spicy scenes in it, and I think it's really important to talk about because this even on the back says young adult fiction. Like it's not at all YA in any way, shape or form. One, because of the topics that it discusses, but two, this book specifically has a lot of explicit spicy scenes in it. So that's that one. And then the one that we read that I really disliked, which is something that I really wanted to talk to you guys about as to why I disliked this book so much, because I feel like I missed it when I was talking about it, but The Coven by Harper Woods. The main reason why I disliked this book was she went to this academy, the university, Hollows Groves University, for one reason, for one particular mission, and the entire book we didn't actually see her trying to complete said mission. Like she was looking for these particular bones or something and she did no hunting. Like we didn't get to see her hunting for it at all, which yeah, like the way the book opens and when you find out what her mission is, which you find that out very early as to like why, like what her heritage is and why she's going to this university even though she doesn't want to. And when you find that out and then you spend like, what's this? It's like it's a 300 page book. You spend like 200 pages. It's 284 pages. You spend 200 pages of not trying to achieve this goal. And it just seemed really pointless to me. So yeah, I think I ended up rating this half a star. I really was disappointed in this book, like very disappointed in this book. So that was the only two books that we read during this vlog. I didn't start Enter Chameleon, I didn't start Never Lie. Like I said, that Friday I had so much uni work to do and my laptop wasn't charging, so I had to go get that sorted. So by the time I got home, I just didn't have time. So yeah, I didn't end up reading anything on the Friday, but like I said, I'm sorry, I'm so tired. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. It was really fun to do this challenge of like swapping my screen time for reading time. I think it really did make me focus on reading a little bit more as well, which was really nice. Not that that's something that I could do on a day-to-day basis just because of uni and everything, but it was really nice. That's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. They will be linked on the screen as well as in the down box below. If you do want any annotated books by me, then click the link to my Etsy shop. That will also be in the description. And yeah, that's it for me today. I have some very exciting videos coming. I have a vlog coming of like how many pages can I realistically read in a week. My Boys of Tommen vlog's coming up. My September reading wrap up is coming up. So make sure you keep an eye out for all of those. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah.